Call on Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai with Howard Crocodiles. I want to start this video off saying all praise to the Most High, who people call God, whose true name is Yahweh in the ancient Hebrew tongue. And what we know, from what we know and understand, and have been shown in the name of his son, Yahweh Shai, who people call Jesus, whose true name is Yahweh Shai. Wahab being the, Kodash being holy, Rakha being spirit. Peace and blessings to everybody. Awakening salutations to the elders at the Great Millstone Church, true elders. So with that being said, every push we take, every tribulation is likened unto a push under the, another rep, a push under the bench press, or a pull under the pull-up bar while hanging, all right? And to where, just getting through it is to be seen as, getting stronger and finishing and getting closer to the end, of your, appointed set. But more importantly, I want to just focus on how, each tribulation, that's been set, and like the Lord said, has been, or I should say first, like as the example I'm using, which will be like the example I'm using, unto being likened unto the tribulation that is being likened unto a rep, and pretty much a set of whatever you decide to, you sign up for or go through. Is what it is, which is proven through, or likened unto you counting the cost. Seen in the instance of how the Lord said counting the cost, like we know what we got into, and we know these things are going to come, and we are to endure all things for the elect's sake, and the fiery trial is not strange. We're not supposed to look at it as strange, which is to try you. Just like you're not supposed to look at a exercise, a set of a certain amount of reps of, hitting some weights on the bench press, or getting yourself up and down under a pull-up bar. You're not gonna look at that strange. You know it is too, because you know it is to when you signed up for it, and you know it is to get you stronger. So that's how we want to look at this. We know it's good to come from it. So you're gonna be likening your. It's okay. You should liken your tribulations, which you signed up for, as a part of the cost, the cost of you getting the kingdom and getting true life, and getting back to the Father. You are to liken that unto, again, as you have accepted it, reps. Each one you get through is getting you stronger. That's what you signed up for, man. So, and this is seen. Let's get this scripture real quick. So as you see, this is Luke, right? Luke in the 14th chapter. And let's start at the 28th verse. It says, let's start at 27. And whosoever do not bear his cross and come after me cannot be my disciple. So if you basically, with you choosing to be, understand, well, the Lord, you don't choose the Lord, he chooses you. But with you accepting that, you understand, the Lord wants you, but he wants you to follow him, and you accept it. Once you understand, once you know you accepted it, you're supposed to know, okay, as far as you following the Lord again, You're supposed to know that, okay, it's going to come with burdens. There's stuff you got to bear with doing that. All right? So you basically accept that. You sign up for that, if you will, right? For which of you intended to build a tower? See that? Sit it not down first and count the cost, whether he has sufficient to finish it. See that? So, again, this is just double down on the point of knowing what we signed up for. So you're not going to think it's strange. You are to not think it's strange to have tribulations. Just like you wouldn't think it's strange to, feel burned when you decided, after you decided to do exercises, which you are to make you strong. Like they say, what don't kill you make you stronger, stuff like that, right? Let's get this. This is 1 Peter 4:12. Beloved, right? Share the sufferings of Hamashiach. Think it not strange concerning what this is headed with. To share the sufferings of Hamashiach, right? And spread it. Let it be known and understood. But anyway, beloved, think it not and take it up. That's what he's setting out. Accept it. Pass it around, pass the understanding that we are to accept that. And it's good to accept that around. Because again, if we liken it unto, lifting weights, we're going to get stronger. But anyway, so with understanding that, keeping that as an example, it's going to be burned in, right? So beloved, think it not strange concerning the fiery trial, which is to try you, as though some strange thing happened unto you. Exactly. You wouldn't think that, like I said, doing pull-ups, you sweating up, you exercise. What do you think? You trying to lose weight, trying to get your cardio right, you're not going to think it's strange when you start sweating when the tough get going, You're not going to think it's strange. So, it's easier said than done, but it's some positive reinforcement when it comes to dealing with all type of stuff. This is going to come our way, man. It's you got to like it onto another tribulation, which is really only given up to us to make us stronger. You know what I'm saying? So you get that word, when you get this word, fiery trial, right?
Strong's G 4451. Purosis.
See, the burning like working out, the burning by which metals are roasted and reduced by a figure drawn from a refiner's fire. And here's even better, right? Something even better. It says calamities or trials that test the character. Exactly. They're either going to prove who you are or help give you situations and make your character better, stronger. Basically, life gives you character. You know what I'm saying? So, you get that word calamity, right? Let's go to here. Let's go to the web search. Calamity and a Google.
Calamity.
An event causing great and often sudden damage, right? Or distress, a disaster. So we gonna deal with some damn disasters, man. All type of stuff, man. You just never know. The Lord damn. I mean, he killed. You gotta think the Lord killed Job's family. We've been all type of stuff, man. Family breakup, car accidents. God dang, you lose your money, you lose jobs. You might lose some teeth, break some bones. And if you will, but ultimately not be broken. Have some things cut off, but ultimately, not be wholly destroyed. Ultimately be saved. Disaster is a synonym of catastrophe, tragedy, cataclysm. So that's a heavy word. Evil, misfortunes, tribulation. See that? It's the key word. Oh, that's crazy. Say car crash. That's crazy. And though we go through these things, we're not put to death, and nothing's gonna separate us, because we know with pushing I can get that. We know with pushing it's going to result in great gain. All right, Romans 8:35. It says, what? See if I can pull it up. It says, what? Who shall separate us from the love of Mashiach? Right? Christ, as you see, shall tribulation. This is Romans 8:35. Shall tribulation? See that? Or distress we just went into. It could be all type of misfortune and stuff, disasters, evils, stuff like that, man. Which is only to what? Test your character, give you character, hence make you stronger, you know. See if you're really about the Lord. The Lord's doing it for you to keep pushing, you know. But it says, or allowing it. It says, or distress, or persecution, or famine, or nakedness, or peril, or sword. Exactly. So, because the scriptures talk about when you don't be so quick to run when you get changed to a low estate. Sirach 2:4. It says, whatsoever that is brought upon thee, take cheerfully. See? Take cheerfully. Why? Because I know, dang, it's working. I know that one, if so, because I want to say this before I read this, I was thinking this. If all these things is happening to you, right, and this is the Lord is saying, as you are following the Lord, and this is what the Lord is saying is going on with those that's following Him. You are completely in the faith. The Lord is dealing with you, as brothers say, as men say, you know. Lord is, it ain't lying. Take cheerfully and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. Exactly. I want to grab this one. Scriptures talk about mercy, because the scriptures talk about mercy being seasonable in time of affliction, right? So when you in your affliction, you're subject to seeing the power of the Lord, this great mercy of the Lord. This legendary mercy of the Lord. This Psalms 136 and 23. Who remembered us in our low estate, for His mercy endureth forever. See that? The Lord is going to remember you, and now you got a chance to see Him acknowledge you when you in the low estate as a follower of His, because it said He remembers those that are in the low estate. And those that follow Him get put in obviously a lower state. So the Lord, if you thought, well, maybe the Lord ain't dealing with me, He ain't talking to me, He ain't showing me nothing, was a thing or true, He's gonna prove it otherwise in that same moment to you. And He's very much well. He did forget about you, and this was all part of His plan, just to make you stronger. So I'll get one more. As you see, Job's character and wealth. So, though you follow the Lord, you stand out the way, stuff can still happen, it's gonna happen, and it's just gonna be to just make you stronger. He has to get you stronger. He has to get stuff that's really impurities in you out of you, no matter how you see it. And once you, through the fire, like everything could be all good and look good. Now you can, actually see the gold that's there. Meaning you can see what the Lord was putting you through, like doing back there, what that fire actually was. You can see yourself now, but some is like a good polished metal or something like that. You're gonna be able to see yourself in it, man. Through the polishing, hence starting with the fire first and foremost, that it will go through. So I want to end here. Satan allowed to test Job. That's crazy. Now we jump down. This is Job 1, and let's get it. So when you read about Job, he had, you see, Job 1:1, there was a man in the land of Uz whose name was Job, and that man was perfect and upright, and one that feared God and eschewed evil. And there were born unto him 7 sons and 3 daughters. Right, he had a bunch of wealth and etc. Now you jump down to the point when Job was allowed to be tested by Satan, right? Who knew he was serving the Lord, so he should have, knew that, this is what comes with it, which he did, because he told his wife, he was like, shall we have all this good from the Lord and not have evil? You know? This is verse 10 in Job 2. But he said unto her, right, thou speakest as one of the foolish women speaketh, right? What shall we get it? What shall we receive good at the hand of God? That's what this says. I gotta figure out how to get my screen shrunk. But anyway, and shall we not receive evil? And all this did not, right? Job sin, right, with his lips. All right, so we go back to end this. So he already knew. He already knew the process of dealing with the Lord. Just like he didn't think it's strange. He already know. You know, and he caught his hell. He was ready to lose it. He was losing it. You know, but nonetheless, the purpose of why the Lord allowed it was still able to be. And Job what? But before I even jump there, so he had these 7 sons, daughters and sons. But anyway, Job 1 and 18. While he was yet speaking, there came also another and said, thy sons and thy daughters were eating and drinking wine in their eldest brother's house. And behold, there came a great wind from the wilderness and smote the 4 corners of the house, and it fell upon the young men, and they are dead. And I only am escaped to tell thee. See that? And all this Job sinned not, nor charged God foolishly. So he understood, you know, so that's someone that knew you're subject to that. But see, when you get to the end of Job's story, it says God restores Job's fortune. And the Lord turned the captivity of Job when he prayed for his friends. Also, the Lord gave Job twice as much as he had, right, before. Then came there unto him all his brethren and all his sisters and all they that had been of his acquaintance before, and did eat as they abandoned him before this with him in his house. And they bemoaned him and comforted him over all the evil that the Lord had brought upon him. Every man also gave him a piece of money, and every one an earring of gold. So the Lord blessed the latter end of Job more than his beginning. For he had 14,000 sheep, 6,000 camels, which he doubled everything, and 1,000 yoke of iron, and 1,000 she asses. And it says he had also 7 sons and 3 daughters. See that? So he gave them all back. He had more kids than the most, you know. And his daughters was beautiful. You know, it says, and in all the land were no woman found so fair as the daughters of Job. And their father gave them inheritance among their brethren. So Job died being old and full of days. So he lived his days completely out. He lived his life completely to the fullest. Like the Lord made him stronger. He was way better than he was before. So if he was perfect and eschewed evil before that, he was definitely way more perfect now. So that's the beauty of it all, you know. That's the beauty of it all, and I'm going to just end it there. So again, you know, these tribulations the Lord, you know, you go through, no matter what they is, you got to push through it. You got to look at it like you pushing through another rep. And each rep you get through, it's just getting you closer to the end, but most importantly, it's making you stronger. You know, the scriptures say the Lord knoweth our frame, you know. So it's all going to work out, man. It's all going to be beautiful, and you can see the light at the tunnel. You know, the closer, the further you get down in it, right? So you pumping out that last rep, liking until you getting through that last moment of this tribulation you've been in, you start realizing, like you seeing light at the end of a tunnel you've been going down, that, you know, that light was always there. And this was always the process, or, you know, that had to be in order to get to that light, to get to that strength. You know, the tunnel was just there that you go down just to get to the light, just to get you to the light. Call on my Shalom.